Morning, it is Saturday and it is a lovely gorgeous day here in Glasgow today. I'm Gail Harkness and I work for Power Club in Glasgow for 3D Leisure at Home. So we're going to be doing fitness Pilates on this lovely morning and hopefully you're going to join me today. It's going to be 45 minutes working through core exercises, so concentrating on the stomach muscles, the abdominals, and we also will be doing mobility ones just to loosen off the spine, stretching exercises, and just working mainly, as I said, on the core. So hopefully you're up for this today, and we'll have nice relaxing music. We'll work through lovely exercises together, and hopefully at the end of this you will feel awesome. So the aim is to enjoy it, work within your means. There will be all different sort of variations to each exercise if you want to modify, if you want to make it harder. So it depends as well sometimes on how you feel. If you're really tired, you might want to take it down a bit. If you feel energetic, you want it to be a little bit harder. So it's just really working and enjoying because it's your workout. All you need, guys, is a little drink of water. Good to drink whenever, if you feel thirsty, or even if you just want to refresh in between, have a little drink and a little bit of space around about so that you're not going to kick anything. And apart from that, that is it. We're going to get started. And if you're on and you want to put a comment on, just have a wee look to see who's joined me there. Hi Pamela, oh lovely to see you. It's been such a long time. Miss being in Power Club and seeing all the regulars. So hopefully you're well and you're going to join me today. So we're just going to work through some fitness Pilates exercises and feel good to the end of it. I hope. So we're just going to start off just by standing exercises and then we'll take it down onto floor exercises. So standing posture, nice and tall, stomach in tight, shoulders back and down, sink the shoulders away from the ears, and then we always want to be breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth in Pilates. So breathing in, lifting the arm up, lengthening the spine, and breathing out, drawing the hand back down. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth. Take two arms up, breathing in and breathing out, and try and get nice and tall, so you're lengthening up through the crown of the head, lifting the spine up and breathing out and coming back, coming onto toes as you lift on the next one. So nice and high, lengthen the back and breathing out. Breathe in, nice big stretch up to the ceiling and breathing out. And then we want to take the arms out, so we want to push the arms out, opening up the chest and draw back in. So breathing in and breathing out. Try and think of pushing through water here, so we're drawing back in, drawing the tummy muscles in as we draw the arms back into centre. So you're tightening up, getting the core engaged, ready to work out. Taking it up into stretch, feet apart. Breathe in, reach up and breathe out. Take it across and back. And breathe in, up and breathe out, across. And again, one more each side. Breathing in, lengthen, stretching out and back. And last one. Breathing out and back. So just want to mobilise the hip here. So we're just going to lift the knee on in breath and bring it back round and out. So breathing in and out. Try and keep your hips level to the front. So you're not twisting, it's just bringing the knee back so that you're getting opening into the hip joint. Changing, breathe in and out, in and out. So really, really draw the knee back so that you're feeling the stretch on the hip. Taking the knee up on in-breath and point down on out. Breathe in and out and hold up next one. And if you can, breathe out and kick out, breathe in, bend. This is always nice to have a little stretch on a Saturday morning. Wake us all up. Take a deep breath in and lift, and breathe out and in, or you can tap and lift. So whichever one feels good, whatever mood you're in this morning. If you want to work hard, knee higher, and if you're tired, lower. And relax. So we're just going to be rolling the shoulders back and down, breathing in, squeeze back, and then bring that forward just to loosen up the shoulders. Take the arms back and round, big circles, and then the opposite way. And then we want to just lengthen the spine, so we want to sit back, sitting down, reaching forward, lengthening the spine, and breathing out when you come back up. So in breath, lift, stretch, pull the tummy in, and breathe out. And again, one more, breathing in, and breathing out. Float both arms up to ceiling, pull the tummy in tighter, breathe in, and then arms going opposite way and twist as you breathe out. Breathe in, reach up to ceiling, tummy in, breathe out. And then change sides, in breath, out, in and out breath. And now we're ready just to roll down. So you want to roll down slow, you want to curl the spine. So take a deep breath in, and then as you breathe out, drop the head, start to reach down, take yourself down as low as you can go. So if you need to stop, then you stay. If you can go lower, take it down, let the head drop, and then take a deep breath in, and on out breath, roll up, nice and slow. And again, repeat. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out breath, sink down to the floor, rest, take a deep breath in before you come back up, and breathe out and draw the tummy muscles in. And then we want to just reach out to lengthen the waist, feet hip width apart. So we want to breathe in and stretch, breathe out and come back. Breathe in and out, breathe in and out, and the other side, breathing in and out. And hopefully we are ready now to work. So throughout you want to be drawing in the belly button, so you always want to engage your core, and you want to work within your means. If something feels too hard, then modify, work, as I said, to how you feel is right for you today. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, breathing out, coming down to the floor. But this time we want to walk out the hands into a plank. So the tummy is up tight and the bottom is down. You push up through the shoulders, spread the fingertips so that the weight is nice and even through the hands, and hold that tummy up tight. And if it's too difficult, bring the knees down, but make sure you're still drawing up the stomach. so choice to which one you want to do. And then we want to be riding forward onto toes, back through the heels. So it's forward onto toes, keeping the bottom down, forward and back, push down through the heels, and then bring the knees down and sit back into your child pose. Arms forward, nice stretch for the back. The knees can either be split apart or together. And then we're going to come back up and we're going to try to lift one leg, then the other leg. Bear with me 1 second. Oh dear. Okay, so we're lifting one leg, then the other leg. Out breath, lift the leg, pulling the stomach muscles tight, and then we're going to change that onto an arm lift. If an arm lift is too difficult, stick with the legs, and then if you feel you can go even further, we'll add on an arm and a leg, which will be opposite arm and leg. But that is quite tasking, and your balance will kick in, so if it's too difficult, stick with one or the other. So start off with the legs, down into the plank, full arm, one leg back, then the other, and hold that core tight. On out breath, lift one leg, and in breath, take it back down. Out breath, and in. Out, and in. Always try and keep the head in line with the spine, so you're not dropping the head down. The head is just an extension of the spine in a straight line. And now we're still breathing. Out and in. Out and in. If these are too difficult, you can just lift from the knees. So you're bringing the knee down, pulling the core up tight, and I think you deserve a little rest. Sit back. And now onto the arms. So when you lift the arms, try to make sure that you're not twisting your body, that when you lift, the shoulders stay level across, the hips stay level to the floor. So try not to twist. So if it's too difficult, come down onto the knees. That's your modification. Are we ready? So we are back into the plank, tummy up tight, and breathe out and in, out and in. So out and in, and as I said, if it's too hard, onto the knees. Try and lift up to shoulder high, breathe out and in. Really draw that tummy in tight, and it's not easy. And sit back and stretch. So these exercises can be quite tasking, so everyone can be made easier. So the aim is, guys, to enjoy it. Don't overstretch, or if you feel that you're struggling and it's too difficult, then always listen to the body and take it down. So the aim here is to try opposite arm and leg. So again, your balance might feel really hard, and I might be this morning. We'll see how we go. So back into the plank, and then you're trying to lift opposite arm and leg and back down. Opposite arm and leg and back. So try and pull up from the core and try and lengthen the limbs. Ooh, feel this morning. And back down. So we are in our fours, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Breathe out, really arch up get that spine to lengthen. In breath, tip the head and bottom up. Out breath, draw up, push up through the shoulders into your cat stretch. And in breath, and out breath, and in. So we're going to come down onto the elbows, elbow plank, and again we will work through a little sequence, so I'll keep you right. So the elbows are underneath the shoulders and we're back in our plank, modification, knees to floor, hold. So again we're going to do breathing out, one leg up, breathe in, down, breathe out and in, out and in, swapping onto the arms, so we're lifting up and down, breathe out and in, out and in, and hold that tummy up tight. Now try to push across, hips coming across and back, across and back, so the hips sliding across as if you're on a piece of wood and you're not dropping down each side. The hips are coming over and back into centre. So we breathe out and in, out and in, push. Now this is quite hard on the back, so if it's too much, just take it down onto the knees and just push gradually from side to side. Well done. So hopefully you're starting to feel you're warming up and the muscles are working quite hard, and then we're going to go on to some seated ones. So we want to be sitting back on our sit bones, so we're sitting on the floor, and I don't know about you, but I've warmed up nicely there, so getting hot, which is good for Pilates because it allows the muscles to be nice and warm. Working through stretches, it's good to have the muscles heated up. So we're going to aim here to lean back but draw in the stomach muscles really tight, so the hands are forward. We take a deep breath in and we breathe out and we slide back with the shoulders. Now this belly button is drawn down so tight. The tighter you pull down, the harder you will work. So if you're not really working it, you won't be feeling it. And then on out breath, our aim is to come lower, push your hips up, draw the belly button in, as if you're trying to zip up a pair of jeans that are too small and you're really trying to pull in to get that zip up. So that's what we're looking for. So breathe out and come down. If it's too difficult, come back up, give a little stretch. But we're holding, guys. The chin has a little space here. If you think of a tennis ball underneath your chin, and you're lifting the arms up and you're pulling down the belly button. Squeeze it. And then come up and give a little stretch up. Lift the spine, lift the shoulders, lift the crown of the head. Sink back, give a little stretch through the arms, arch the back. Breathe in, lift, and breathe out, curl, and come back up. Okay, we're just going to take it back, take a deep breath in, and breathe out, sink back. Now if you can lift these legs up. If it's too difficult, keep them down. And the aim is here, we have tabletop legs, so the legs are level. I could put a little tray across here and it would stay there. And then I'm going to do extend and bend. Exhale, inhale. Exhale. If it's too difficult, get the hands on the floor, or you can bring it down onto the floor in between. If not, really tense, really work. Really squeeze. So hopefully you're beginning to feel this now. I'm feeling it. So we are really working. Nice long limbs. Stretch, squeeze in the stomach. Breathe out. Breathe in. Well done. So that is quite tasking on the abdominals, so it works really hard. Right, we're going to move into kind of walking up the leg, I call it, but it's just really still working the core. We're lying back, we're taking one leg up in the air, roll back down. So we have one leg up. Now if you have tight hamstrings, you might have a bend, but the aim is to have a straight leg. The aim here, we are looking to climb up the leg. So we're breathing out, and in. Breathing out, and in. So really climb up the leg. Breathe out. Draw the stomach in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And in. Really go as high as you can go on your out breath. Squeeze in the stomach. And in breath. And change. The leg up. Core tight. Think of the hip bones drawing into centre and the belly button pulling down. So we are breathing out, and in, and out, and in. Get that reach on. Breathe out, and in, and out, and in. One last one. Breathe out and in. And relax. Well done. Hope you're doing these with me if you can. If not, you can do on catch up. So the aim here is we are opening up the hip joint. So we will take one leg down straight and the other leg is up, and we're aiming here to do an outward movement of the leg, kind of a half of a circle. So we're taking a deep breath in, and then on out breath we're taking the leg out wide to the side, as low as it'll go. Bring it across the floor, 2 inches up, and breathe in and take it back up. Now you might want to have a bent leg. We are breathing out and breathing in. So we breathe out all the way around, breathe in. So just make sure you're breathing out, bringing the leg down, and then breathe in, bring it back up to that stretch on the hamstring. Breathe out as wide and as low as you can go, skim the floor. Breathe in, take it up. So breathe out and in. And it's really, really nice to get this stretch onto this hip flexor. And if you're in a sitting position for any length of time, then you can have this shortening of the muscle because it doesn't have to stretch that often. So if you are working at a desk, then these are really good to lengthen out these hip flexor. And bring that leg in and change legs. So you can have that straight leg if you prefer. Breathing out and in. Breathing out. Get into the hamstring stretch on your in breath. Breathing out and in. So really slow it down so you get right into the stretch. So out breath and in. Out and in. And breathing out and in, and bring that back. Give a little hug, squeeze in, roll back and forward. So it's always nice to get a little bit of pressure onto the sacrum, the lower back, and rocking back and forward is just a nice, relaxing, it just feels good. We are now going to take it up to our legs up, and the aim is to bring one leg down and one leg back up. If you want to, you can have your hand underneath your back to protect the back. Try and create a little bit of pressure on the lower back, pushing down into the floor. If you're arching, don't take this as low. If not, you can have your hands up. So we are leg down and back up. Breathe out and in. Out and in. You can rest the head. Out and in. Or hands under. If you can't go as low or you have tight hamstrings, you might have a slight bend here. And if it's too difficult, you can just do a tap. So you can modify, work within your means, with out and in, out and in. Excellent, keep this going. Nice and controlled, pull that tummy in really, really tight, flatten that back into the floor. Breathe out and in, out and in, doing so good. Hopefully you're starting to feel these. And then we're going to cross the toes. So we are crossing, and to make this harder, you just bring it down, nice and slow. So I'm going to breathe out and breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And keep that going. Breathe in, out. And breathing in. Work it hard, guys. Hi, Ian. Hope you're joining me. And have a little rest. So we are wanting to give a little stretch for the stomach. So just extend the arms and the legs. Lost my music there. So nice to have you back, Ian. So lengthen toes, lengthen the hands, and we're going to want to give that little spine another little stretch. So either legs bent, which is easier, legs extended harder. Arms above your head. Take a deep breath in, curl yourself up, reach up to ceiling, and breathe out. Really arch, pull in tight, and arch the back, and come back down. Breathe in, crown of the head lifting, hands lifting, flat back. Breathe out, curl. Breathe in. Breathe out. So really slow this down. Breathe in, and if it's too difficult, just bend the legs. And if you can't come all the way down and come all the way back up, then you can do a half. So you can just come down to halfway and an up. So every exercise can be changed. Work within your means. In breath, out breath. In breath and out breath. Stay down. And we're just going to grab the knee in. So we want to be lifting the other foot off the floor. If it's too difficult, then you can rest the foot on the ground in between. But aim is we are breathing out and in, out and in, out and in. And we'll change that breath. So we're going to change to in breath one leg, out breath the other leg, and we're going to speed that up a little bit. So it's in breath, out breath, in, out, in through the nose, out through the mouth. If it's too difficult, you can stretch up. Harder, lower. And hug. So we're going to add in just a little twist, working into the obliques, the waist. So, first option is just to come up with the legs on the floor. Harder, so we are coming in and back. Harder again, all the way down, extend. So we want out breath on our curl, in breath, I should say on our twist, out breath and in, out and in, out and in. Draw in the stomach, engage that core. So you really want to work your obliques. Out breath and in. Doing so good. Keep these nice tight stomach and really push over to get the twist. Hard as you make it. And speed it up. Breathe in and out, in and out. If it's too difficult, take it back slow. If it's still too difficult, from the floor, keep it going. How tight are you pulling in that stomach? Are you working it? Just think how good you're going to feel at the end. Happy Saturday. Come on, team. Work it. Squeeze it. And rest. Yay, so good. Have a little stretch. Stretch the hands. Stretch the toes. And we're going to try and come up onto our sit bones. I never realised the time. So, coming up onto our tailbone and roll back down like you did earlier on. So breathe out and in. Again, if you can't, come all the way up, then you can just stretch. If you can, you're coming up onto seated position before you come back down. So you breathe out and you tense. You breathe in, come down. If you can't, you're just reaching to where you can. We've got 4 to go. Breathe out and in. Out and in. out and in and stretch. Rolling onto our side, we're just going to do some side planks. So we want to be elbow directly underneath your shoulder. So options are, when you are in a side plank position working your obliques, you don't ever want to have your legs forward. So you're looking down your body, your hip is always in line with your shoulder and your foot. So whether you are on your knee or on your feet. So option 1, knee on the ground, pushing up, hip high, both hip bones facing front, belly in tight. Second one foot in front of the other, but we're still in that straight line. So if I look down my body, my feet are directly in line with my shoulder. And hardest, feet on top of each other, pushing up. And we want to have like this stretch up to ceiling if you can. If you prefer to have your hand on the waist, if you lose your balance and you want to correct it, that's fine. But we're just lifting up. So we are lifting one leg if possible. So if this is too difficult from this position, then you can take that knee onto the floor. So we breathe in, out and in. And if you want to make this harder, guys, come up onto a full arm so that you are working through the balance is harder if you are on a full arm. Don't allow this hip to drop down as you lift. If you are dropping down as you are lifting, don't do it because your posture will not be good. We are swiveling round. And again, as I said, if you want to do the hand, the full arm option, feel free. You can try it. It is a lot harder for balance. So either elbow or full arm. And again, body nice and straight. So we either have one leg in front of the other, one arm up, and we breathe out and in. This hip is not dropping down. So you know your options, elbow and knee. So anyone is fine, just lift to feel the working in on the outer thigh. You're working in to support this hip having to stay up, so you're working into the waist. 2 more. Last one. Well done. So whichever one of those you're doing is fine, so long as you feel that you're working hard to pull up, that's all that you need. I'm just going to show you a little one that's slightly harder. You have done it before if you've done the class. Option will be your knee to floor. So this one is still in your side plank. It is quite hard. So we're in our side plank position. So whether the feet are offset or not, in the side plank. But then, if you come up onto the arm, into the side plank, but then we want to be 1 foot behind the other, and then bring the 2 arms down and rotate the chest forward. So that legs are back and your arms are forward, and we breathe in and we drop down, and we breathe out and we push up. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Try and keep the shoulders level with the floor, parallel with the floor. So if it's too hard, bottom knee, down and up, down and up. So you should feel these instantly, control it, and have a little rest. So if you're doing that, you're doing good. So we're coming on to the other side. We are in our side plank, one leg behind the other leg, and then we bring the body round so that the shoulders are level, and we breathe in, drop the hip down, breathe out, push up, breathe in and out, is such a good exercise. Woo, feel it, control it. Breathe in and bottom knee onto the floor. If it's too difficult, keep this going. And rest. Well done. Back onto our sit bones, and we're just going to do a little stretch. So we want to be relaxing one leg out. So your choice, leg can just relax out to the side. The leg can be brought in, watching your knee. If you feel pressure on your knee, don't bring this leg in. I am relaxing my leg out, and I'm just wanting you to scoop the chest up and bring the chest down towards the leg. So it's like a little scoop action. So we are just lifting and pushing forward. So this lengthens more into like the back and the hamstrings. So I'm not curling my head down. I'm breathing in, I'm scooping up, and I'm breathing out, and I'm trying to get lower. So if you can't reach your foot, you can stay here. If you want to interlock the fingers, get them around the foot, you can do that. You can also turn the hands the other way, which is a little bit harder. Or if you can't get into that position, bend the leg and then push out. Whichever. And then curl down, let the head get heavy, and then change onto the other side. Rest the other leg, just wherever you're comfortable. Take a deep breath in and breathe out, scoop up the chest. So we're trying to keep the body straight, not leaning to one side. So aim to lift the chest and then lower. Breathe in, lift, feels so good on the back. Breathe out. You want to lock the fingers. Hello, Ollie. Hello. I have a visitor. Ollie wants to do a little bit of fitness Pilates. Yes. Bless you. If this was Fat Burn Extreme, he would be off. He only likes the soft music. And curl down. Well done. So we're going to just bring one foot in and the other leg back against that foot. And then we want to take this arm behind, lift the arm up, bring the elbow down, get the twist, and then look back. Try and push the shoulder back so that you're getting into the twist. So we're trying to push away the shoulder, trying to get into the waist, stretching. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. And swap sides. So the other leg is in, bring this foot back and behind, up with the arm, bring it down, and then twist back. Push against this knee. Breathing in and breathing out, stretch. Breathe in and breathe out, stretch. Well done. So we're going to just cross the legs, breathe out, push out, drop the head, breathe in, breathe out, extend. Take that back, lifting up nice and high, shoulders sinking down, and lift. Draw the feet in, breathe out, push the knees down, stretch in the inner thighs. So you can have your hands behind on the floor if you prefer, and push your knees down so long as you feel a stretch. And we're going to just take it into a hamstring stretch. So we're going to lie down and breathe out and take this leg back. And if you want to curl the toes down, it'll make it a bigger stretch onto the hamstring. So you might want to grab your toe, or you might want to just push your heel up as you bend the toe. An option is to bend this leg if it's too difficult, and then take that into the other leg. Breathe out, draw back, breathe in, hold, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and in, and just roll back and forth, and bring it up, roll over onto the hands, flatten the heels down into the floor. If you have bent legs, don't worry, try and push down through the chest, downward dog, and if you can just look up towards the belly button, flatten the feet, heels down if you can, and walk back towards your feet. Hang for a little second, allow the stretch onto the back to lengthen slowly, and take a deep breath in, and an out breath, roll back up nice and slow, so arching the back and lifting. And we're just going to take it into a final stretch, so heel to bottom, and change it, push your hips out, keep the knees close, just draw in the heel if you can towards the bottom, and if you do have a difficulty getting that foot up, use like a belt or anything that you can hook around the foot just to ease that foot up. Just roll those shoulders back and roll them forward, and hopefully you enjoyed that and you worked hard. It is a lovely class, and hopefully you work through that, and as I said, it's never too difficult. You can always make it easier and just take longer rest breaks if you need to, but just try and strengthen up the core. It's so good to have a strong core, and also when you're strengthening your core and the lower back, then saves us having injuries. It's a nice strong back. I will be back next week for fitness or for FBX Fat Burn Extreme on Friday at 12:30, so that's high intensity, and again it's nice then to do like a low intensity one. So hopefully you enjoyed. You'll have a great Saturday, guys. Really appreciated you joined me there. Go on to have a fabulous day, sunshine, what more can we ask for? And it's the weekend, so all good. So take care, enjoy, and I'll see you next week. Bye.